medal winner, Hilary Knight, is with us. It's not the only honor she's going to take home with her from Milan. She will also be Team USA's flag bearer in the closing ceremony. Thank you so much for joining us here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So, okay, we just talked about how much of a nail biter it was. Take me back to the break before the third period. What was going through your mind, and was there a miracle on ice speech happening in that locker room?
There were definitely words. You know, we have a tremendous leadership group, veteran core group in that room, and just making sure that we continued to lean on another great team out there. I think we knew we had the legs, we had the gas, we had everything sort of trending in our direction, but we didn't want to run out of time, right? So it was just an emphasis of turning up the dial and supporting one another on the ice.
And that moment where we were all watching, you've won, everyone is in that huddle, cheering, screaming. Just describe that moment.
Oh my gosh, it's hard to describe. It's just like pure elation, that magical moment, the moment you dream of while you're a child. You know, you're outside playing hockey on the pond or, you know, whatever rink it's on, and you dream of realizing those Olympic gold medal dreams. And to finally have that, it was just incredible.
I think a lot of people watching are now looking to you as, wow, I want to have that moment. What do you think the fact that, I mean, not just the Olympic gold here, but the stats that you guys put out, 33-2 goal differential, 7-0 record this Olympics. What does that mean for the future of U.S. women's hockey?
The future of women's hockey is extremely bright, specifically in the U.S. I think we're generating a different type of brand and a different type of style of game. We put a lot of work into finally everyone seeing what we were capable of under the brightest lights. So tremendous effort by our group. But, you know, I started off the tournament telling the girls, like, we're America's team. And I feel so honored that that finally shined through and people are able to see it.
Mm. And, you know, speaking of honor, we mentioned that you are going to be a flag bearer in this closing ceremony. It's a representation for your sport. It's a representation for the country. What does that mean to you?
As you said, a huge honor to be able to march out there with Team USA, with the flag, alongside Evan. I mean, it's just an incredible opportunity, and I can't wait to get out there marching with Team USA and just soaking it all in. And
I kind of love, by the way, you know, it's always, oh, girls do figure skating, boys do hockey. It's flipped with the flag bearers. Yes, it's such a sort of representational moment. I would be remiss if I didn't mention you are also going home with another exciting thing. You got engaged.
Yes, I did. Day before gold medal game, no pressure, right? My legs just felt like complete jello. It was so nerve-wracking. But no, I have an incredible fiance now, and we found love at the Olympics, and it was only fitting tying it all together at the end.
Oh, what a beautiful moment to cap off this Olympics. Hilary Knight, thank you so much for being with us, and congratulations on some very pretty hardware there.
Thank you so much.
Ilia Malinin began the games as a near lock for the men's figure skating gold medal, but the quad god showed he's human.
Take me back to the end of the free skate. Obviously, you were very emotional.
It's funny you say I was very emotional because I think it's more of a natural feeling. We're all human beings. It's, you know, we're not trained out there to be robots. And, you know, people from, you know, the outside world might think that we're so perfect. So for something like this to happen, I think it really gives people some hope that, you know, oh, I can relate to him.
What would be the one thing you would want to say to yourself ahead of these games?
Just be prepared for the worst, because you learn a lot more from failure than you do winning. Everything happens for a reason. It's one of my mottos that I like to remind myself.
Malinin is already planning his return to competition at next month's World Championships.
I can take time and really kind of understand what happened and what went wrong in the skate so that in the future doesn't happen. But in the end, I can't really live on it for a long time.
And he'll continue to move forward in more ways than one.
You have pushed the sport forward doing the quad axel, but arguably you didn't need that. Would you ever consider paring back?
I think it's more important for me to just push the sport forward. Not a lot of people talk about the Olympic champions anymore, and it's more about what image you leave for the sport. I would be much known as, you know, the quad god, as we say, rather than, you know, winning a gold medal.
Malinin had nothing but admiration for his female teammates.
I'm just so proud for all of them. It's such an honor to be representing Team USA with them as well. And all of us are really close and have each other's backs and support.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is your third gold.
Yes.
Does this one feel any different?
Yes, it does feel different. I've been to 4 Olympics now, and every single experience has been wildly different. In this slalom race, it was really a symbol of the work that my team has put in.
How about you, the work you did?
I've dedicated at least 25 years of my life to be able to ski the way that I do. But even with this slalom race, I felt on both the first run and the second run, there was 3 or 4 different spots in my run that I could have been off the course in the blink of an eye.
You felt you were that close to the edge?
I felt like I was that close to the edge.
Because you were pushing yourself harder than you were comfortable with?
No, it's kind of what fast skiing demands. And the world's best slalom skiing right now is there's no room to be conservative in the way you tactically approach the gates. You have to go straight at that thing. You point your ski tips straight at it. And somehow you need to end up about this far away from it.
Can you describe the Olympics level pressure? You've won 108 World Cups. You know what it's like to race. How different is the Olympics?
The Olympics is different in every way except from start to finish. You know, like
the race itself?
The race itself. For me, after 3 other Olympics, I know what it feels like to win gold. And I know what that can do for your career. But it's not why I'm doing this. I came here for the turns between the start and finish. I came here to show up with my skiing and mentality. If I was 4th in a World Cup race, people would say, you'll get him next time. And in the Olympics, it's like clickbait titles and headlines and articles for quite some time. But this period of time, I just didn't go on social media. I unsubscribed from all the articles and all the publications that I normally follow.
To try to block everything out?
Yeah, just to create a bubble around myself and my team together so we could show up with like unity and cohesion. And they know what my concerns were. And really the concerns are criticism in the face of showing up with an underwhelming performance.
You've admitted you were scared going into this.
Yeah.
In a way, you could look at you and say, how can she still be scared? Every time I say your name, I say the winningest alpine skier of all time.
Yeah.
Why do you get scared coming in?
I think it's scary because for me personally, I care what people think. You know, all the influencers are out there and many are talking about, you know, for my mental health, I'm going to cut toxic people out of my life. I'm not going to listen to the haters. I don't know how you can flip that switch. As an athlete, you have to like separate yourself from the idea that titles are important, and you have to be able to like separate yourself from that. And I just knew I wouldn't be able to do that in these last 2 weeks, so I didn't look.
You talked a lot about thinking about your dad in that, around that winning run.
Yeah.
I wonder if your gold medal win, this third, does that help you in any way in the grief and dealing with the loss of your dad?
I don't think it helps, but I think the journey I've been on to accept this moment happened long before the moment.
To accept winning?
Well, winning an Olympic medal without him here was terrifying to me before I knew that it was. In Beijing, I didn't know that I was scared of that. When I walked away from Beijing, I realized there was some small bit of relief that I didn't have to experience a world where I can win an Olympic medal and my dad is not alive.
Because you wanted him there.
I want him there. I want him on the other side of the phone. I want him there to walk me down the aisle. I don't want life without my dad alive. But here we are 6 years into it. It's been a journey just to get to the moment where I could take this race day and say, I do want this moment. I want to execute the skiing. And I also want him here.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You finally got your gold.
I finally got it. You know, it just goes to show you if you stick with something long enough, if you have enough stubbornness, that maybe good things will work out.
Stubbornness or determination?
A little of both. Definitely was stubbornness at times and definitely determination, but determination by everyone, determination by like my friends, my family, my kids, my husband, like support staff, everybody. Like it wasn't just me being determined to make this happen.
Your nanny?
Yeah.
The first one you hugged.
Yeah.
A lot was made of that.
Yeah, she's incredible. And I don't know how she got up there. Like, honestly, this place is so secure and so many credentials and everything like that. The fact that she was able to get up there and get the kids and bring them to me for that moment to share it, like, it's something I'll treasure forever. To be able to have my kids right there. And, you know, they were kind of confused why I was crying and didn't really understand, but eventually understand that I was a champion. So it was great.
I saw you signed something to the effect of Mommy Won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mommy won. Mommy got it, basically. So I had to tell him what was going on. Like, we've been going over all the signs, Mommy's racing, bobsled, champion, all this stuff. And honestly, I didn't know if I'd get to use them. Like, I was hopeful I'd be able to use them, but to go over all the signs with them and then actually have that moment, like, it was really cool.
Were you able to perceive from the outside how much people loved that moment? You with your nanny, you with your kids?
I got a little bit of it from after the race, but at the moment we were just enjoying the moment and like taking it all in, and it just felt like, even though it's on a world stage, it felt like a moment between us. It felt like a private moment shared worldwide, but it just, like, it meant everything to me to have that moment. And it's cool that it's resonated with a lot of people. I've heard from a lot of people, especially deaf people, how much it meant to them to have a mom signing to her son and to have that moment. So, and also Nico didn't have his shoes on, so a lot of Down syndrome parents reached out to me and was like, yeah, we know what that's like. We know the shoe struggles. So it was just a really cool moment.
Your balancing of family and sport and training and everything is extraordinary, and it's what struck me when we first met in November. That's what I really came away with. Like, wow, this woman juggles everything.
Yeah, but I don't do it without a great team behind me, you know, whether it's my dad coming over to help, the nannies I've had, Macy, but also the nannies I've had in the past, Tiffany, Talia, Malia, everyone, my family, so many friends just reaching out, and even my Olympic medalist partner in 2018, Lauren, reaching out in between runs, just encouraged me the entire time. Like, there's so many people that helped me get this, and so many people that tell me to keep going, to have faith and just go for it. And fortunately, we were able to do it.
What struck me is just your expression, your enthusiasm when you got that gold. It was like peak human expression of just joy.
It was so much joy, and it was like, I've been on both sides of this. I've been on the side where Laura Nolte is. You're leading for 3 runs and you come down and are in a silver medal position, and now I'm on the other side, and just to have that moment, like, I was so excited. I couldn't believe it happens, and still to this day I still can't believe it happened. I can't believe I'm actually Olympic champion. Like, it's so crazy to me. You know, it's a moment we've worked so hard for and so long for, and we've come so close in the past, and at points it was like, will this ever actually happen? And the fact that it actually did, I was like, it's just crazy.
You got gold by 0.04 of a second. That's like, you could have blinked your eye and it could have been different.
I think it's one of the closest margins for a women's bobsled race, if not the closest margin. So, you know, 0.04 of a second, you could think of so many different things, like even a kilogram underweight, a kilogram, a different placement, your head a little bit lower in the sled. There's so many different ways you can think of to come up with 0.04. And the fact that it all came together and the clock was in my favor was really cool.
How do you reconcile winning gold in the monobob and then coming in 7th in the same Olympics? You did really well. I watched your performance.
It's ice. At the end of the day, it's ice. And you go out there and lay everything on the line you got and see what happens. And the hardest part is, like, I knew we were in a chance, and after that first run, we were sitting in 5th and within striking distance of a medal, but you go out there, give everything you can, and sometimes you're on the good side of things, and sometimes you're on the bad, and unfortunately for us, the second run was the nail in the coffin, and it was heartbreaking, I'm not going to lie, but at the end of the day, I wanted to go out there and show that I could fight and I could move up, and we did that. So I'm proud of that race, I'm proud of the effort we put out, and you know, I think it's going to be a great experience for Jaden, my brakeman, to learn from and move forward, and hopefully she's in LA 28.
It was heartbreaking, 7th place?
Heartbreaking what happened after the second heat, you know.
Because you would think, oh, well, she just got gold. That must be able to carry her through the week.
It was. The gold medal was so exciting to have, but heartbreaking in the sense that, you know, I wanted to go out there and perform for Jaden, and the fact that we had such a devastating mistake at top, like that's a pretty rare mistake for me at the Olympic level. It was heartbreaking in that moment, but at the end of the day, like, I'm so proud of the performance we put together, because I think it says something about us that we were able to come back the next day, move up from 12th and fight for it, and give a go and have a good race.
What do you make anything of your age, 41? I've been reading, oh wow, so many 40-year-olds winning medals at this Olympics, that you never used to see that before.
Other than my back hurting, I don't make much of it. My back's pretty sore today. But, you know, it just goes to show you that we're constantly pushing the envelope of high performance means, especially in the US, is that we're able to have the support systems in place, whether it's nutrition services or sports medicine service. Like, I've got a great sports med team behind me that's able to keep me going. It doesn't hurt to be married to a chiropractor either.
Yeah, I would think it'd be very helpful for your back. What's next? Do you continue? Do you say, I got a gold, that's it?
I have no idea. The answer changes from day to day. Some days I'm like, hey, we need to go defend this medal. And then other days it's like, I'm just going to sit down. I just need to take a breath and take a dish. So I don't know. But that's the beauty of it. I get to find out. And now that I actually have a gold medal, I don't feel the need to go and get it anymore. Like, I have it. I did it. So now if I want to keep going, it's truly because I want to keep going. And it's always been because I've wanted it. I love driving a bobsled. I will be driving a bobsled in some capacity. What it looks like, who knows?
Is the gold everything you hoped it would be when you dreamed of it?
I don't think I could have ever dreamed of this. I could have never dreamed of what it would be like being there with my sons. And that means more to me than everything. And the funny thing is I was so close to winning it in 14 and so close to winning it in 18 and things like that. And at the time I was like, why did this not ruling in my favor? Why is this clock not working? Like, this is crazy. I'm coming so close and it's just not working out. And now I know it's for this moment. It's for this moment because it was meant to share this moment with my sons. And that's what means more than anything to me. It's not necessarily the color around my neck, although I love it, but it's sharing that moment with both sons now.
They're so young.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any sense of their reaction, or they know mommy's happy? And
Noah's signing Noah champion, and is taking the medal. So I'm no longer a gold medalist. It's his. I was informed of that, so he understands it now. He gets it. Mommy raced, and so he understands, which is really cool to see, and really cool for him to have the language to give it back to me and understand that, yes, it's your medal, kid.
You posted a video of your son with the medal, saying, "This is just what I dreamed of."
Yeah, I didn't post a video of Noah because he took the medal and didn't have any pants on. Because, of course, toddler problems. You're like, this is a cute sentimental moment. I can't get a video because kids don't want to wear clothes. But it was just so nice to have that moment with him and for him to be able to see it and just be able to share it. So, we're going to go back and celebrate today. We finally done with competitions. My husband was a physio for the Jamaican team, so he's done with competitions now too. So we're just going to take some time, celebrate my son's birthday, Nico's birthday, and celebrate this gold medal.
What'll you do to celebrate?
First, we're just going to have a really good dinner. Like all of us, we've just been eating on the go and things like that. But second, we're just going to have time together, spend time together, cuddling and sharing. Like, nothing special. We're not really big celebratory people, but at the end of the day, like, we've all worked so hard. My husband's been traveling. We've been traveling. We haven't had a moment to ourselves as a family, so we're going to enjoy it.
Your energy just leaps out towards you. I felt the same way when we met in November.
Oh, thank
Congratulations.
you.
It's cool to see you do so well.
Thank you. It was awesome to do well, and hopefully it was a good race too. I'm always out here. I want to put on a good show. It's sport. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be entertaining, and I think that was a pretty entertaining race.
Everybody dreams of getting with a hopeless romantic, but he's definitely one.
Connor Watkins was also pretty confident that Breezy Johnson would say yes, proposing on that Olympic-sized stage.
Like, I have just always had this thing in the back of my head that was like, it'd be fun to get engaged at the Olympics.
She gave me a subtle reminder sometime in the fall of 2024.
What did she say?
It was something along the lines of, hey, if you're feeling serious about this, the Olympics are in 26, right? Okay.
But it was still a surprise. While Johnson picked up a gold medal Sunday, on Thursday she wiped out and was not expecting much when Watkins asked her to meet by the finish line.
I was like, man, everybody's going to leave. I'm going to be here all alone. And and then he showed up and he got down on one knee and I was like, oh. So, and then his words, I just started crying, so. Yeah.
What did you say?
Breezy Noble Johnson, you've worked so hard and achieved so much, yet you still find the time to make me feel special, make me feel loved, and most importantly, take the time to help me love myself. And now that I know what that feels like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you by my side. That was basically it.
He's a self-acknowledged planner.
I actually had the ring since probably August.
He worked with a jeweler and got guidance from a friend, winding up with this.
Wow, sapphire and white sapphire. And the band?
White gold.
White gold. Yeah. So now you have both golds.
He also had a box made.
Breezy really, really loves like woodwork.
Engraved with lyrics from a Taylor Swift song, which is often interpreted to be about her athlete fiancé, Travis Kelce.
That song really resonated with me. There's really no better feeling than not the winning, but the getting to share that winning with the people that you love. Who are we to fight the alchemy?
And when Taylor Swift congratulated you online?
Oh, I just lost it.
That came via Instagram, a comment she saw while she was with Mikaela Shiffrin, the most decorated alpine skier ever.
Mikaela was there, and like I could tell she was like, I've never been so jealous of Breezy in my life, and just...
This marriage proposal combines what Breezy Johnson loves.
Sometimes you feel like your personal life and your professional life are kind of fighting against each other, and it was cool this week to like have them both be going in the same direction. So.
And as she put it, adds some jet fuel to the best week of her life. For CBS Saturday Morning, Seth Doan, Cortina.
The ice dancing event ended with a controversial silver for Americans Madison Chock and Evan Bates.
The podium last night was bittersweet for us, honestly.
The French team nabbed gold, despite visible mistakes sparking outrage.
We really delivered our absolute best performance.
And when you were watching the French, did you think that you had the gold?
Yes.
The married skating couple missed out on the individual Olympic gold by less than 2 points.
Our sport is very subjective, and it's not always easy for the viewers to understand, or oftentimes for us to understand.
The French team scored more points on how well the elements were completed, as well as the overall performance quality, leaving many confused. While 5 out of 9 judges ranked the Americans first, a near 8-point advantage was awarded to the French team by a French judge.
Would you say that there need to be any changes in the way that ice dance is judged going forward?
I think it would definitely be helpful if it's more understandable for the viewers, to just see more transparent judging, and it's also important for the skaters that the judges be vetted and reviewed. There's a lot on the line for the skaters when they're out there giving it their all, and we deserve to have the judges also giving us their all, and for it to be a fair and even playing field.
Even with disappointment, Chock and Bates do feel a sense of victory.
I feel proud of the work that we've done and proud of accomplishing our goal, which was to control everything that we could to skate our absolute best when we took the ice in Milan, and we did that.